Hi, everybody. This is Robert. This is my Mental Health Monday topic of the day. I just thought of it because I thought it was something that people could benefit from. And the topic is about, relationships, dating, how, going to talk about the topic of revenge and how it impacts us with exes and whatnot. We've all. I think it's safe to say that a majority of us, if not all of us, in the world, have been in a abusive relationship, a negative relationship that didn't end well. The person didn't treat you well. Maybe the person caused trauma. Maybe the person cheated on you. Maybe the person essentially broke your trust, and it caused emotional damage, whatnot, a lot of damage, and that can impact you negatively in future relationships, future dating situations, whatnot. So, we I think it's a natural. I don't have any research in what I'm saying this, but just say this in a generality. I think maybe it's like a natural reaction. Sometimes if somebody hurts you, you want to hurt them back. You want to get revenge. We hear a lot of music about this, and different songs and such. We see a lot of men and women seeking vengeance for the harm that has been caused to them, and and even I'll take it not to a religious perspective per se, but even in the Bible, in the Old Testament, there's things that are like eye for an eye type, and I think that's where that mentality stems from to a certain point. So, and I've been guilty of that. I've been hurt by past exes, and I thought I did, was a good person to them, and I was treated unfairly, and I was mad about whatever the situation, and I wanted vengeance, and I got very bitter. Had it change the way that I saw women in general, very negative. A lot of negative generalization, stereotypes. All women are, whatnot, and I think, that is not the revenge the real revenge that people want and need. It may seem like that, and it's very easy to go down that path, but I'm here to talk about a real revenge. I say real because it's one that benefits you and not the ex. When you don't forgive yourself or your ex for all the wrongs that they've done to you, the thing that you don't see and other people see, and I say this based on my friends and family, what they've said to me when I was in the same situation, when you have that vengeful desire for things that have done for you, that person, the ex, has power over you. And they aren't going to let go of it until you cut it off. Your anger towards what happened to you, there's never going to be a time when you're going to be okay with the person cheating on you, lying to you, putting their hands on you, whatnot. There's never going to be a time that's okay. But it's not about that. This is where I'm going to come into what I'm saying. If you really want, quote unquote, revenge, the best, most effective revenge is living your life amazingly, thriving without that person in it. Without the absence of that person, your life becomes better. You become a stronger, better human being. That person peeks and sees that and sees how you're an amazing person without them. Do you think that's like it has nothing to do with them, but like as an outsider looking in, wow, they're really doing good. Not that you need anything from an ex. I most certainly don't need anything from my exes. For me, my personal experience, I dwelled and dwelled and dwelled. Never grew, never healed from the situations, let it darken me, become bitter. And that's very unattractive to people in general. It's unattractive to women, and rightfully so. You can't be hateful to the people that you want to date and stuff like that before knowing them. That's such a bad example. So, and it's understandable. And it goes for the same way with with women too, because women do the same thing men do. You know, they let the person darken their experience. So back to what I'm saying. The best revenge is living as an amazing human being, the life that you want without that person in it. Sometimes that's difficult because you love that person and you wanted them to experience that with you. But the reality is they held you back from that, because if that was meant to be, then you wouldn't be in this situation. So you need to accept that instead of focusing on hurting your exes, the damages that they done to you, all that stuff, you could focus on that for the rest of your life. That's the choice that you make. You know, that anger is never going to go away, but you can take that anger, because anger is the fuel for change and becoming better and wonderful things. It could be destructive, it could hold you back, it put you in a hole, but anger could take you out of that hole. That's how powerful an emotion it is. So the anger for the revenge, put it on yourself, work on yourself, become a better person. You know, because you become a better, stronger person. Generally, people are attracted to the strongest version of yourself. So you put that out there, you put the person, and then you put out there what you attract, and then what is attracted comes back to you. So then you find the person of your dreams, and this is my personal goal. I'm working on it. So I'm working on my life, making it as amazing as I possibly can. When the right person comes into my life and I accomplish things, that's going to happen. When I'm in a position where my life is amazing, I'll send a quick postcard to a few certain exes. It's going to just say something simple. Nothing. Their name, I want to thank you for the inspiration. And that's it. That's all I need to do. You know what? Because negative experiences and stuff are always going to come into your life. Our lives are not, we're going to win the lottery every day, everything going our way. It doesn't work that. Life is difficult, and you have bad things that happen in life. Some people have more bad things than others. Everybody has unfair things. You need to take those bad things and let them fuel you to better things. That's where you gain your strength. You don't gain your strength from everything going your way in life. You gain your strength for the abusive relationships, the negative situations. You gain real strength and character, and that's where you gain like those wonderful things about yourself. You need that fuel, And again, you want revenge. The best revenge is living as amazing as possible. You can disagree or anything else. Instead of focusing on all the things that your exes have done to you and everything else, focus on what you need to be happy. Because if you focus on those things, then all you're going to focus on are the things that cause you to be unhappy. So focus on yourself, do yourself good, do yourself right before you expect anybody else to do you right. Because life does not work that way. We have no control over what people do. We have control over what we do. So if you want something, you have to be the change that you want in the world. You want that dream person, you want that dream relationship, person of your dreams, you need to become that for yourself first. Be your own person of your dreams. Be a person that you fall in love with, and watch that person, the reflection of that, come into your life pretty quickly. I say this because that's starting to happen to me. Like, I worked tirelessly on myself. Not easy things. I went to therapy. I worked on very difficult things that I did not want to admit, very unattractive things about myself, but I'm starting to reap the benefits. And I'm starting to attract better people into my life, really good people that are not anything like the people I was. And, that can happen for anybody, I promise you. Okay, so I hope everybody gets something from this video. It was a pleasure to talk. Feel free to comment, disagree, whatever you feel, and I hope this helps some people. Thank you.